right, Shalom, Akim. This is your brother Karath, man. Coming at you with another one, man. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And enough respect to the brothers that's out preaching this word, pushing the rock, man, continuing in the spirit of Lord Yahweh Shai. Shalom to you, brothers. Oh. Khan, I think I'm going to title this one, Get Ready for Salvation. Yeah, you need to get ready for salvation, man, because it's pretty soon we're not going to be in this situation anymore, you know what I'm saying, where we're going to be being killed, man. You know, they got the George Floyd situation going on. And, you know, they got, you know, they basically trying to figure out, you know, whether or not he was within his rights for killing the man. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you know, that's not going to even be a thing anymore. You know, they're not going to be able to kill us and then get away with it. You know, pretty soon salvation is going to come, and we're going to be fine. We're going to be at rest. We're going to be at peace. You know what I'm saying? So get ready for salvation, man. You know, I don't know how it's going to turn out with this whole, with the whole, you know, the trial that they got going on with the George Floyd situation. But I do know this. I know that salvation is coming, man. Salvation is coming for the people of the Most High, man. You know, and it's coming soon. You know, we're gonna start here, and we're gonna start in Luke 1. This is Luke 1. This is Luke 1 and 77. It reads, it says, Shalak, I'm going to start at 76. Luke 1 and 76. It says, and thou, child, shalt be called the prophet of the highest. That's talking about Lord Yahweh Shai. It says, for thou shalt go before the face of the Lord to prepare his ways. It says, to give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the remission of their sins. So he's going to give them knowledge of salvation. Have them come out of that dead state. You know, that sinful condition, that sinful state. He's going to give them knowledge of salvation so they come out of that. And when they come out of that state, then they're going to, you know, they're going to have knowledge of salvation. They're going to have what it takes to be saved from this wicked work, this wicked system, man. You know, he's empowering them with knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? So Yahweh Shai, contrary to popular belief, he didn't come, you know, he didn't come to save his people that time. You know what I mean? At that time, all he was doing was coming to give knowledge of salvation. And then ultimately salvation would come. You know what I mean? This is the book of Hebrews. This is Hebrews. This is Hebrews 5 in verse 8. It reads, though he were a son, yet learned he obedience by the things which he suffered. And being made perfect, he became the author of eternal salvation unto all them that obey him. So that's the key. You got to obey, you know, Lord Yahweh Shai's way. His way of doing things, you have to obey, you know. So let me read that one more time. Hebrews 5 and 8. It says, though he were a son, yet learned he obedience by the things which he suffered. So he became obedient even unto death, and he learned obedience by his suffering. And it says, verse 9, and being made perfect, he became the author of eternal salvation unto all them that obey him. Yeah, so, you know, Yahweh Shai learned obedience through the things he suffered, you know, and being made perfect, he became the author of eternal salvation for us now. You know, he became the author of eternal salvation for those that believe. You know, for those that believe, he became the author of you know, the author of salvation for us. You know what I mean? Come on, let me go here. This is Romans 13. And this is Romans 13. This is Romans 13 and verse 11. It reads, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, It says, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So our salvation is nearer now. You know what I'm saying? It's nearer now more than ever. You know what I'm saying? Before it was afar off, and it was something that, you know, couldn't be it wasn't near. You know what I mean? But now we see all of the signs. You know, we see all of the prophecies coming to pass, and we see that our salvation is actually, it's a closer thing now. It's not anything that's like in the distant future. You know what I mean? It's not a distant future type of thing. You know? So it's time for us to just, you know, to wake out of sleep. We gotta wake up. It's time to wake out of sleep. You know what I mean? It's about that time to wake up, Israel. Because it's your salvation, man. This is Isaiah 56. This is Isaiah 56, and this is good news, man. It's Isaiah 56, in verse 1, it says, thus saith the Other One, keep ye judgment and do justice, for my salvation is near to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Yeah, so, you know, we have to keep, you know, we have to do what the Most High obeys us to, you know, and that's keeping the law, that's keeping the laws to the best of our abilities. And just to sum it up, it's to love your neighbor as yourself and to love the Most High. You know what I mean? So yeah, the Most High, he tells his people to obey him, man. We got to obey him, and we got to keep his laws and follow after his directives and after the things that he commanded us to do. You know what I mean? And this is how salvation comes, you know, to you, man. Lord Yahweh Shai gave you the knowledge of salvation, how you get delivered out of the hands of your enemies. You know what I mean? You don't want to be in this predicament forever. You know, that's not the move. You know, this is Psalms 85 and 9. This is Psalms 85. Psalms 85. Psalms 85 in verse 9. Surely his salvation is nigh to them that fear him, that glory may dwell in our land. So salvation is near to those that fear the Most High. You know, and we know that Salak, let me pull this. Let me pull this real quick, Salaki. And we know that according to Proverbs 1 and 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So that's the beginning of knowledge, man. When you fear the Heavenly Father, that's the beginning of knowledge. It says, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. You know, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, man. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Let me read this one more time. This is Psalms 85. Psalms 85 in verse 9. It says, surely his salvation is nigh them that fear him. And the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. And it's the beginning of wisdom, man. You know what I mean? It says that glory may dwell in our land. You know? So, you know, the Most High salvation is close to them that fear him, man. So you have to fear the Most High. And if you fear him, you keep his commandments, man. You know, you keep the things that he told you to do. Because that's the proper fear, man. You know, that's fear in action. You know what I mean? You know? Shalaki. This is Psalms 119 and 155. Bear with me for just a second. This is Psalms 119 and 155. It reads, salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not thy statutes. Yeah, so if you're wicked, man, you're not going to do what the Most High tells you to do. And it says that his salvation is far from you, you know? So if you're not listening to the information and the wisdom that Lord Yahweh Shai has imparted to make you wise unto salvation, then you're not going to make it. You know, you're not going to make it out here if you're not listening. You know? Matter of fact, this is 2 Timothy 3 and 15. It says, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures. Whoa, thou have known. Salaki. Felt like something touched me. Salaki. This is 2 Timothy 3 and 15. It says that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith which is in Hamashiach Yahushua. Yeah. So, you're able to be wise unto salvation, which is through the scriptures, man. And it says, from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures. Yeah, because you came into this thing, like a babe, man. Desiring the sincere milk, and it made you wise unto salvation, man. You know what I mean? So you could be delivered out of the hands of your enemies, man. But the brother George Floyd, he's gonna be able to, see his people in a righteous state, man. You know what I mean? When Yahweh finally undoes everything that's afflicting us. You know what I'm saying? Let me grab this. This is Luke 1. This is Luke 1. This is Luke 1 and 68. It says, blessed be the Lord Yahweh of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people. It says, blessed be the Lord Yahweh of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. Verse 71, I'm going to jump to 71, that we should be saved from our enemies. We got enemies here in this place, man. It's not your rest. This is not a place where you're supposed to be, trying to kick back and be settled on your lees. Verse 71, it says that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. So we're going to be saved from our enemy and all that hate us, man. That's what's going to happen. So the Most High is going to save Israel, man. Israel is going to be saved. That's going to be the salvation. Salvation is being saved from your enemies. That's part of what salvation is, man. Salvation is being saved from the hand of your enemies, man. This is Acts 13. And this is Acts 13. This is the book of Acts 13 and 26. Acts 13 and 26. Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham. And we know that just because it's saying men and brethren and children of the stock of Abraham, that's not talking about every damn body, man. That's talking, doesn't it say, matter of fact, I'm going to pull it real quick. Bear with me for just a second. This is Romans 9 and 7. Or I can even go to Hebrews. Hebrews 11 and 18, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So it's not everybody, So, because there's a lot of people that come from Abraham. There's other nations that come from Abraham, But by Isaac shall thy seed be called. Isaac, and then it goes down to Jacob, man. And then to the Israelites, man. That's who the salvation is for. So let me go ahead and go back. This is Acts 13 and 26. Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, you Israelites, because it's going to go down to Isaac, and then to the Israelites, to Jacob and the Israelites. It says, Salakia. Sheesh, Satan. This is Acts 13 and 26. Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham. Salah. Yeah, men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whosoever among you feareth Yahweh, to you is the word of this salvation sent. Yeah, to you is this word of salvation sent, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me read that one more time. Men, Acts 13 and 26, men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whosoever among you feareth Yahweh, to you is the word of this salvation sent, man. So it's you people that fear Yahweh. You know, it's you guys that are of the stock of Abraham. You know, to you is this word sent. This is Deuteronomy 33. Satan is busy, man. Deuteronomy. This is Deuteronomy 33. This is Deuteronomy 33. So let me step back a little bit. Deuteronomy 33 and 29. Deuteronomy 33 and 29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people, saved by the Most High, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellence. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. Woo! Super calm. We read that one more time. This is Deuteronomy 33. Listen, and 29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Adawan, the Most High, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. Yes, we're going to tread upon their high places. What is it talking about, high places? It's talking about their governments, man. You know, when he's going into the hills and the high places, it's talking about government, man. We're going to tread on their high places, man. You know, they're exalted, you know, though they exalt themselves, though you set your nest among the stars. You know, it's talking about those high places, those exalted people, you know. This is, yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, Israel is going to be saved from the land of their captivity, man. Israel's going to be saved from the land of their captivity, man. This is Jeremiah 31. This is Jeremiah 31. This is Jeremiah 31 and 7. Jeremiah 31 verse 7. It says, for thus saith the Lord, sing with gladness, O Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations. Publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Lord, save thy people, the remnant of Israel. You know? Verse 8, behold, I will bring them from the north country. That's North America, man. I will bring them from the north country and gather them from the coasts of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child in her that travaileth with child. Together a great company shall return thither. Yeah, so the Most High is going to bring his people out of the north country, out of North America, man. This place is going to be destroyed, man. You know, he's gonna bring his people, his remnant, out of this place, man. You know, Israel will be saved from the land of their captivity, out of this place, man. He's gonna save his people from the north country, from North America. You know, so I'm titling this one right here, "Get Ready for Salvation," man. You know, I know brothers is getting sick of seeing, you know, their people being killed, man. They're getting sick of seeing their people killed. They're getting sick of taking L's, man. You know, we're looking for the consolation of Israel, man. This is Zechariah 8. Zechariah 8 and 13. It says, and it shall come to pass that as ye were a curse among the heathen, O house of Judah and house of Israel, so that's both northern and southern kingdom. It says, so will I save you, and ye shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong. So he's saying he's going to save you from that low state, man. From that low estate, man. You know, he's saying that I'm going to save you. No, let me read that one more time. This is Zechariah 8 and 13. And it shall come to pass that as ye were a curse among the heathen, O house of Judah and house of Israel, so will I save you, and you shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong. So he's saying you're going to be a blessing. You're not going to be that curse among the heathen anymore. You're not going to be that byword. You're not going to be that astonishment. You know, they're not going to call you niggas. They're not going to call you spicks, wetbacks. They're not going to call you porch monkey. They're not going to call you any bywords anymore, man. You know, they're not going to look down on you and then think you're nothing, man. They're going to look at you like you're princes of the power. The Most High said he's going to give you fame where you were put to shame. So when he saves you, you're going to be the top nation again, man. This is Jeremiah 23:6. This is Jeremiah 23:6. It reads, "In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is his name whereby he shall be called, the Lord our righteousness. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt," which is synonymous with bondage. It says, "But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land." Yeah, so the Most High is going to recover his people and place them in their own land. It's not going to be some 1942 Balfour Declaration. It's going to be a real physical salvation, and it's going to shock the world, man. This is going to be a super shock to the world, man. This is John 4:22. The book of John 4:22. It says, "Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews." And that's red letter. That's red letter. So that's Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. He's saying that salvation is of the Jews. It's for the Jews. By the Jews, for the Jews. Like Fubu, for us, by us. You know? This is Isaiah 46. And matter of fact, since I said that, let me grab this. Romans 1:16. This is Romans 1:16. And this is Romans 1:16. "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Hamashiach, for it is the power of the Most High unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek." Yeah, so it's also to the Greek, you know, and that's not talking about everybody else, man. You know, the Jew and then the Greek. The Greeks are the Israelite foreigners, man. The ones that took on the customs of heathen nations, man. So the Gentiles, there's two sets of Gentiles. We already know that through the scriptures. There's two Gentiles. There's the real Gentiles, the ones that are Gentiles by birth, that are blood Gentiles. And then there's Gentiles that have been discontinued from their heritage and took on the customs of foreign nations, man. So let me go back. This is Isaiah 46. This is Isaiah 46. Isaiah 46:13. Isaiah 46:13. "I bring near my righteousness, Salakia, hearken unto me, ye stout-hearted that are far from righteousness." Yeah, so the Most High is saying, hearken unto me, you stout-hearted, man. You people that got that stiff heart, that stony heart, man. It says, hearken unto me, you stout-hearted that are far from righteousness. You far from righteousness when you stout-hearted, because you're rejecting your only help, which is Lord Yahweh Shai. Salakia. So verse 13, "I bring near my righteousness, it shall not be far off, and my salvation shall not tarry, and I will place salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory." Yeah, so the Most High is going to place salvation in Israel, man. And he used Lord Yahweh Shai to do that. And he's using the understanding of righteousness. You know what I mean? Lord Yahweh Shai, like I was saying early on, he brought the Lord Yahweh Shai, he gave knowledge of salvation. You know, he gave people how to, the information, how to walk according to the right spirit, man, in order to be saved. He brought knowledge of salvation. Then he'll bring a physical salvation. When the Most High sends Lord Yahweh Shai and the host of heaven to come and recover the remnant. and set up righteous rulership, man. You know, no more killing us like George Floyd, man, putting their knees on our neck, man. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Come. This is Jeremiah 3. This is Jeremiah 3:23. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills. And they're talking about the hills, man. That's talking about, you know, this current rulership, these heathen. You know, these heathen. They hope in vain for salvation, man. Because we just read that salvation is for the Jews. And for the Jews and the Greeks. It's for all of Israel, the northern and southern kingdom, man. Again, Jeremiah 3:23. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. If you know, that's talking about the heathens, man. It says, truly in the Lord our power is the salvation of Israel, man. So it's for Israel only. The scriptures show time and time again that salvation is only for Israelites, man. Salvation is only for Israelites, man. And they're being saved from the hands of their enemies. This is Isaiah 45. This is Isaiah 45. Salakia. This is Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded. World without end. So that world, that John 3:16 world, you know, that's talking about Israelites, man. It says God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. That world is the world of Israel. Let me read this one more time. Isaiah 45:17. It says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. So it's going to be an everlasting salvation, man. This is going to be a salvation that's never going to cease. Why? Because once we're completely righteous, there's no way you can overthrow us. There's no way the kingdom will be given to other people. Matter of fact, let me grab this. This is Daniel. This is the book of Daniel 2:44. And in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom. He's going to set up that kingdom after he saves his people out of the hands of their enemies, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever, man. This kingdom is going to stand forever, man. You know, this is going to be an everlasting salvation. You know, it's going to stand forever. You know, Lord willing, the Most High, you know what I mean? The Most High, you know, makes this happen. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make quick work of this, you know, of this place, man. He's going to make light and quick work of this place, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Lord willing, he does it quick, but we're not going to put all our eggs in that, in the basket of him, you know, doing it, you know, in the next week or two or whatever, or month or whatever, you know. But we know we got to just be patient, man. The Most High is going to do a wonderful work. This is Acts 2. This is Acts 2:21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Most High, of the Lord, Salakia, shall be saved. Now it's going to tell you who it's talking about. You got to pay attention. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahushua of Nazareth, a man approved of the Most High among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which the Most High did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know. So, you know, it'll come to pass that you should, in the process of time, that whosoever shall call in the name of the Lord shall be saved. And that's the ones that's calling on the name, the men of Israel that are calling on the name and that are doing what the Most High told them to do. You know, you got to be doing what the Most High tells you to do, though. You can't just call on the name of the Lord. You know, Lord willing, I'm going to do a lesson. You know, really soon I'm going to do a lesson, and I think I'm going to title it how to confess Lord Yahweh Shai, or how to confess Christ in the world, or something like that. You know, because you can't just say things. You have to actually be doing, you know, what he told you to do. You know, you have to be doing what he instructed you to do. You know, and this is the final scripture. This is Romans. This is Romans 9:27. It says, Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. You know, so a remnant shall be saved, man. You know, we know that a remnant is going to be saved, man. You know, that's all throughout the scriptures, that a remnant is going to be saved. You know, so we looking forward to a place wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. You know, and I pray that this was edifying to you all. You know, all you that were meant to receive it, man. You know, I'm out here just trying to get some work in, man. You know, I pray that you were edified, though. You know, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And enough respect to you brothers that's laboring to be in the spirit that Lord Yahweh Shai came in, and keep pushing the rock, man. We almost out. Till next time, Shalom. ETA, a Bible ball.